Welcome to ACC Student News, the news students can use. I'm Ryan Rose.
And I am Michelle Campa. Here are this week's stories.
A baby was decapitated during delivery in Atlanta, Georgia. The baby's death has been ruled as a The doctor reported that he is using, but attorneys for St. Julian's rejected that the baby's injury happened before he had died. The case is still under investigation at this time.
In East Chicago, Indiana, officers recently discovered a human skull near 149th and Parrish after a human trucker was walking near the tracks. He saw what he thought was a human skull near the grassy area by the railroad tracks. After authorities searched the surrounding area where they found a human skull along with the bottom jaw. The Lake County Coroner's Office and the Homicide Task Force were contacted, and the next day, the force decided to go back to the location for another search and discovered part of a vertebrae and a jacket. The Coroner's Office are still working on finding and identifying marks of the human skull.
East Chicago Central High School shut the public out of their meeting about BP air permit. Residents came to the high school to view a meeting which was hearing for BP after the recent incidents of leaks and fires and got locked out of the meeting. The school claims they shut down the meeting last minute because they did not want the media covering it. The East Chicago Police Department is also adamant on not holding the meeting. This caused the outrage in community, with parents begging to know what is happening to the air quality. BP's Whiting refinery had multiple operational issues causing thick black smoke and fires. They have until February 12th to weigh in on the topic.
California has recalled dozens of dairy products this week, including queso fresco and cojete cheese, because of the risk of contamination with Listeria monocytogenes. Listeria can cause a fever. Through U.S. Foods and Drugs Administration reports that this brings the total number of recalled products to over 50. Among these products are Trader Joe's brands, enchiladas, salad dressings, and salads, as well as black bean dip and other products sold at Costco. Listeria symptoms can be flu-like, but it can also come with other things like a headache or a fever.
Popular comedian Shane Gillis is set to host Saturday Night Live after being fired from the show in 2019. Gillis is a controversial comedian, often being seen as a right-wing, with many of his jokes revolving around some type of stereotype. In 2018, he was fired from a podcast where he used racial slurs as he talked about Chinatown. Many online have spoken out about how they feel uncomfortable about Gillis hosting after his previous comments, but NBS reported on the topic to get all point of views.
Recently in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, a moose was caught on video chasing skiers down the mountain. Chasing the skiers down the mountain, and skiers were seen screaming as the moose came closer to them. No injuries from the chase were reported to the skiers or the moose, and the moose safely left the site.
Stay tuned during this short break for more news.
Every 44 seconds, a cybersecurity breach happens to someone's computer.
Oh no, I was hacked! Curse you, Mr. Monkey! How do I stop this from happening to me ever again?
Perhaps I could help you by protecting your screen.
Wow, what's that?
Why, it's a VPN, a virtual private network. This encrypts your internet traffic and disguises your online identity, so third parties can't track your online activities and steal your data.
So this could protect me from Mr. Monkey?
Of course, VPNs can protect you from all kinds of hackers.
Wow, I'll make sure I download a VPN right away.
So what are you waiting for? Put a lock on your screen so hackers don't intervene.
Hi, my name is Adam Wallace, and I'm a firefighter and the Community Risk Reduction Officer for the Munster Fire Department. Today I'm here to talk to you about fire safety for older adults. Studies show that adults over the age of 65 are at significantly higher risk of dying in home fires. The leading causes of fires and deaths in the older population include smoking, heating, and cooking. One smoking risk could be falling asleep with a lit cigarette, which could start a fire. Another example could be dropping a lit cigarette or hot ash on flammable material. Heating risks include having combustible materials such as clothing, boxes, or furniture stored too closely to a space heater. Another risk could be improperly using a stove, oven, or grill to provide home heat. Some common examples of cooking fire risks include putting food on the stove or in the oven and forgetting about them, or storing combustible materials too close to the stove or oven and catching on fire.
What? So. Welcome back to ACC Student News. I'm Austin.
And I'm Noemi. Here are this week's stories. An atmospheric river has caused California sewer damage, receiving 75% of annual rain in only the second month of 2024. 5 million gallons of raw sewage has spilled onto the Pacific Ocean as a result of heavy flooding, according to officials. Thousands of flights in or out of the state were canceled or delayed. More than 200,000 California power customers are facing outages, and at least 2 people have died as a result of falling trees, and more than 16 million people are under a rare high risk of excessive rainfall.
Hundreds of people are missing as wildfires continue to raze homes in Chile Valparaiso region. More than 120 people have been killed in the Chile fires, which have burned down thousands of homes. The fire broke out from an unusual heat wave that has drawn tourists to the seaside towns of Vina del Mar and Valparaiso, which are normalized cool by sea breezes. Many people were not able to flee in time. Police and experts are investigating whether the fires may have been started deliberately.
President Donald Trump wins all of Nevada for the election. Nikki Haley didn't get any votes for Nevada, but she invested no time into Nevada because she is more invested in Southern California because she was governor there for 6 years. Trump finished the election with 98%, with only less than 1% of voters counted. Trump has also won Iowa and New Hampshire, the states he doesn't care if Haley continues, but it will be bad for her party. As the election continues, the two parties will find themselves in Southern California, Haley's home state.
Joe Biden claims that he has had conversations with dead people. A leader he claimed to talk to was German Chancellor Helmut Kohl during a meeting with Angela Merkel. He also claimed to talk to the President of France during the year 1981. Francis Mitterrand, who died in 1966 during a campaign with President Emmanuel Macron.
Hammond parents, students, and staff protest against the potential closure of Hammond schools. These parents, students, and staff protested out of concern for the potential closing of Lee Wallace and Kenwood elementary schools. With these schools having the potential of closing, it begs the question of what other schools in Hammond might have the potential to close. Join the protest to save these schools so yours isn't next.
Patrick Mahomes Sr. was driving with an open 16-ounce Coors beer in the center console shortly before he was stopped by police and arrested for driving while intoxicated. Mahomes agreed to perform standardized field sobriety tests and displayed 4 clues of intoxication during the horizontal Gaznaga must-eye test, 5 clues during the walk and turn test, and 2 clues during the one-leg stand. According to police, it was a third DUI for Mahomes, a former MLB pitcher who spent most of the time with the Mets. He was also cited in 2019 per police records. A third DWI conviction is penalized by up to 10 years in prison and a $10,000 fine according to Texas law.
The Apple Vision Pros take the road by storm with over 200,000 sold in the first week. They cost $3,500 and are being resold at triple the price. The Apple Vision Pros allow you to see your apps, email, and video games integrated in your real-world surroundings. They have also gained the attention of the Department of Transportation due to people driving while wearing the Apple Vision Pros. They warn people to be cautious and fully alert when they are driving their cars, even if it's fully automated.
That's all the news for this week.
Thank you for watching ACC News, the news students can use. Be sure to check out our other videos.